Hello students, I am Drishti Shah. Today we will learn Chapter 4 Division, a topic of Grade 4 Math. First we start with Introduction. Division is repeated subtraction. Let's see with an example. Solve 30 divided by 6 using repeated subtraction. Now what we have to do, in the number 30 we will repeatedly subtract 6 until we get 0. So 30 minus 6 is equal to 24. Now from 24 again we'll subtract 6, which is equal to 18. Again 18 minus 6 is equal to 12. 12 minus 6 is equal to 6, and finally 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So how many times we subtracted 6 from 30? 5 times. That means 30 divided by 6 is equal to 5. So 5 is known as quotient. Next number. Divide 12 by 4 using number line. What we have to do? Jump backwards by 4 in each step till we reach 0. So can you say number line? 12. From 12 we have to reach 0 by jumping 4 numbers. So if I jump 4 numbers from 12, I'll reach 8. From 8 I'll reach 4, and 4 to 0. So how many jumps you can see? 3 jumps. So I can say that 12 divided by 4 is equal to 3. Here 12 is the dividend, 4 is the divisor, and 3 is the quotient. Let's see another example. What is 636 divided by 6? First step, draw the box. Then 636 inside and write 6 outside. Division will start from first place. So first 6 ones are 6. 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So bring the next number down, that is 3. Now in the table of 6, 3 cannot come. So 6 zeros are 0. 3 minus 0, 3. Now bring the next number down, that is 6. So our number becomes 36. And in the table of 6, 6 6 are 36. So 36 minus 36, 0. So 0 is the remainder while 106 is the quotient. So we can say that 636 divided by 6 is equal to 106. Word problem. A van can carry up to 8 people. What is the minimum number of vans needed to carry 712 people? That means we have to divide 712 by 8. Again same steps. First draw the box, write 712 inside while 8 outside. Now 8 ones is 8, which is bigger than 7. So we'll combine the first 2 digits and we'll write equal to that or either a digit smaller than that. So for that you should know the table of 8 properly. For that we'll write 8 8s are 64, which is less than 71. Now subtract 71 minus 64, which is equal to 7. So bring this last digit 2 down. So the number becomes 72. Now we know that 8 9s are is equal to 72. So 72 minus 72 is equal to 0. So we get the remainder 0 while the quotient is 89. So we can say that the minimum number of vans needed to carry 712 people is 89. Solve the following exercise. To solve this division sums, you should properly know all the tables, that is from 1 to 20. Next topic, division by 10. Divide 4326 by 10. Now first split the number in 4,000s, 300s, 2 tens and 6 ones. Now each and every digit will get divided by 10. Now look at the pattern. Wherever the 0 part is there. If it is divided by 10, 1 0 gets less. That is 1000 becomes 100, 100 becomes 10 and 10 becomes 1. While the remaining part 1, they cannot be divided by 10, so that becomes a remainder. So remainder is equal to 6 and quotient we get as 432. So I can say that when 4326 gets divided by 10, we get quotient as 432 and remainder as 6. Next topic, division by 100. Divide 12,447 by 100. First split the number in 1 10,000, 2 thousands, 4 hundreds, 4 tens and 7 ones. Now we have to divide this whole number by 100. So 10,000, 1,000 and 100 can be divided by 100. While tens and ones we cannot divide by 100, so keep it aside. That will become our remainder. Now if 10,000 gets divided by 100, it becomes 100 because 2 0 gets cancelled. If 1000 is divided by 100, we get 10, and if 100 is divided by 100, we get 1. So the quotient becomes 124 while the remainder becomes 47. So we can say that when 12,447 is divided by 100, we get quotient as 124 and remainder as 47. When 1000 is divided by 10, we get 100. When 100 is divided by 10, we get 10. And when 10 is divided by 10, we get 1. That means the number of zeros gets cancelled. Next is division by 1000. Divide 32,114 by 1000. Again, split the number in 3 10,000s, 2 1,000, 100, 110 and 4 ones. Now 100, tens and ones. These three places cannot be divided by 1000 because 1000 has 3 zeros. So that part will keep aside and it will become our remainder. Now look at 10,000 and 1000. When 10,000 gets divided by 1000, 3 zeros get cancelled, so it becomes 10. And when 1000 is divided by 1000, we get 1. So 32 becomes our quotient while 114 becomes our remainder. So I can say that 32,114 when gets divided by 1000, we get quotient as 32 while remainder as 114. Alternate method. Here is another method to directly divide a number by 10, 100 and 1000. First, when dividing by 10, the digit at ones place becomes the remainder and the remaining digits form the quotient. Second, when dividing by 100, the digits at tens and ones place together becomes the remainder and the remaining digits form the quotient. Third, when dividing by 1000, the digit at ones, tens and hundreds places together become the remainder and the remaining digits form the quotient. Now solve the next exercise. Find quotient and remainder. See the first one. 1234 is divided by 10. Now what was the rule? If any number gets divided by 10, the digit at ones place becomes the remainder while the remaining digits form the quotient. So you will get 4 the remainder while 123 is quotient. Similarly, solve the other examples. Next topic is properties of division. First, when a non-zero number is divided by 1, the quotient is the number itself and the remainder is 0. For example, 259 divided by 1 is equal to 259. 8976 divided by 1 is equal to 8976. Second, when 0 is divided by a non-zero number, the quotient is 0. For example, 0 divided by 729 is equal to 0. Or 0 divided by 1832 is equal to 0. Third, when a non-zero number is divided by itself, the quotient is equal to 1 and the remainder is 0. For example, 452 divided by 452 is equal to 1. 8104 divided by 8104 is equal to 1. Fourth, we cannot divide a number by 0. Next is exercise. Fill in the blanks. On the basis of properties of division, solve the following exercise. Now we'll see an example where the divisor is an 2-digit number. Divide 826 by 70. So step 1 is divide 82 tens by 17. So for that you should know the table of 17. 17 fours are 68. So either we'll find a number which is equal to 82 or less than it. Now 82 minus 68 is 14. After that, bring the next number down, that is 6. So now the number becomes 146. Now in the table of 17, 17 eights are 136. A less number than 146. 146 minus 136 is equal to 10. So 10 becomes the remainder while 48 becomes the quotient. Now there is one method to check whether our answer is correct or not. What is that? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. That is, we should get 826 by. First we'll multiply 17 into 48 and in that answer we'll add 10, so we can get 826. If we get the same number as dividend, that means we have divided the number correctly. So I can say that when 826 is divided by 17, the quotient is 48 and the remainder is 10. Let's see one more example. 2892 divided by 13. First we'll take 2 digits, that is 28. Now 13 ones are 13, 13 twos are 26 and 13 threes are 39. So which number will take? 13 twos are 26 because 39 becomes a bigger number. Now 28 minus 26 is equal to 2. Now bring the next number down. So our number becomes 29. Again we'll take 13 twos are 26. 29 minus 26, 3. Bring the next number down, that is 32. Again we'll say 13 twos are 26 only. Now 32 minus 26 is equal to 6. So the remainder is 6 while the quotient is 222. Now if we have to check how we'll do it, first 222 into 13, that is 2886, and in that plus remainder. So we get our answer as 2892. That means the division that we did is correct. Word problem. Deepa and Alok have 8,305 rupees all together. Deepa has 4 times as much money as Alok. So how much money does Alok have? We'll represent this problem in bar diagram. Deepa has 4 times more money than Alok. So Alok's money is represented in 1 block, that is in yellow color, while Deepa's money in 4 blocks in green color. Now they have all together money as 8,305. That means 4 plus 1, 5. We have to divide this 8,305 by 5. So let's see. 8,305 inside while 5 outside the box. First digit is 8. So we'll say the table of 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. 10 becomes greater number, so we'll take 5. 5 ones are 5. 8 minus 5, 3. And now carry the next 3 down. So the number becomes 33. Now 5 6 are 30. So 33 minus 30, again we get 3. Carry the number 0 down. 5 6 are 30. 30 minus 30, 0. Carry the last number 5 down. We know that 5 ones are 5. So we get remainder 0 and 1661 as quotient. That means Alok has rupees 1661. Next is mixed problem. Lavika has 3088 pink beads and 1048 white beads. Shanti has twice as many beads as Lavika. Shanti packs her own beads equally into 8 packets. How many beads are there in each packet? Let's solve this example by one line. See the first line. Lavika has 3088 pink beads and 1048 white beads. So first we'll find how many beads has Lavika. So first we have to add these two numbers. So we'll use the plus operation. 3088 plus 1048 is equal to 4136. So Lavika has this much beads. Now read the second line. Shanti has twice as many beads as Lavika. So we'll multiply 4136 by 2. And we get our answer as 8272. So we can say that Shanti has 8272 beads. Now read the third line. Shanti packs her own beads equally into 8 packets. So how many beads are there in each packet? That means we have to divide 8272 by 8 and we get the answer as 1034. So we can say that there are 1034 beads in each packet. Next is exercise. Find the quotient and check your answer. Next exercise is based on word problems. Read the sentence properly, find your operation and solve the numbers. Next topic is estimating the quotient. Estimation helps us to find out the approximate value of something. So estimating a quotient is a way to find the approximate value of the quotient. How to find it? To find the estimated quotient, step 1. Round off the values of the dividend and the divisor. And step 2, then divide the rounded values. Let's see an example. Estimate the quotient. Divide 2880 by 18. Step 1, round off the values. 2880 rounded off to the nearest hundred is 2900. 18 rounded off to the nearest 10 is 20. Step 2, divide 2920. The answer, that is the quotient you will get, is 145. But this is the estimated quotient, not the actual one. The next exercise is to find the estimated quotient and actual quotient as well as. Solve the following division sums by both the methods, that is round off dividend and divisor to the nearest 10 and hundreds, and find the quotient. Thank you.